Yeah! You thought you were going to be getting a shameless plug for my Discord, and you are right! It is I, Combo Breaker, here to shamelessly plug my Discord, as I just said. Shit! Well, basically there will be a link to it down in the description, and I really hope you guys go and join. It's a lot of fun in there. You get to submit fan art for the next episode, see hints on what the next fighters are going to be, and more importantly, you get to talk to yours truly. So honestly, it's like the greatest thing ever. I hope to see you guys in there, and let's get on with the episode.
Step inside my twisted world, where heroes will collide. Villains are the only evil, there are no fucking sides. Every match will test their stats, every loss and win are weighed. Any chance they thought they had could all end up in vain on Combo Breaker.
When you think of badass heroes who are ready to take down a super destructive villain, you wouldn't typically think of a kid. Well, except for maybe Shazam, but that's besides the point. For the most part, you'd think of some sort of big muscular man like Superman. But today's combatants show you don't need to be a full-grown hulking beast to be a hero. I'm of course talking about young Link, the hero of time and savior of Termina. And Kid Goku, the martial arts champion and one of the last remaining Saiyans. The Legends of Zelda! It's one of my favorite game series of all time, especially Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. So it stands I love playing as the Links and especially Ganondorf in Super Smash Bros. But of those Zelda characters, my favorite one to play was always young Link. Not only because it took everything I loved about normal Link and made him smaller but faster, but he's also so much fucking fun, and I'm starting to see why no one wanted to play against me anymore once I discovered how good I was with young Link. Yeah, maybe I should start playing some other characters against people. With all that being said though, thank you Nintendo and thank you Masahiro fucking Sakurai for bringing young Link back to Super Smash Bros. Ever since he was removed in Brawl, he's been my most requested character of all time. And for some reason, you brought him back, and not only is he fucking awesome to play as, but he's one of the best characters in the damn game. Oh, I love it so much. Look at this. He's 8th on the tier list. Why? I love it so much. And anyway, my love for Nintendo's Uncharted aside, let's go and talk about my main man, Young Link, and what he's packing in that big-ass arsenal. For one, Young Link wields the Great Fairy Sword, which is Termina's equivalent to the Master Sword. But despite being called the Great Fairy Sword, it does not have big pointy boobs you can impale a man on, unlike those strangely sexual fairies who seductively laugh at you and then give you some sort of magical ability. God, those things give me fucking nightmares. He also wields the Mirror Shield, which is able to reflect non-physical projectiles, block attacks, and it has a face that's straight out of fucking Home Alone. He also wields bombs for blowing shit up, and bomb chews for blowing shit up from far away. Just look at them, they look like fucking Pikachu, they're fucking adorable. Well anyway, young Link also wields a bow and arrow that he can use to shoot things from afar. And if he needs that extra bit of kick with his arrows, he can use ice arrows to freeze his foes solid, fire arrows to burn their asses to ash, or light arrows to strike opponents down with the power of the gods. He also wields the hook shot, a long-range grappling hook-like weapon that stabs into any enemy or surface, and then proceeds to bring Link over there to do whatever the hell he wants. He also has a boomerang that he can throw and have it come right back. I don't really know how to make a boomerang sound badass, so let's just move on. Now, one of the strongest things in Young Link's arsenal isn't a weapon or magical spell. It's a fucking ocarina. Yeah, don't lie to me, you didn't know what an ocarina was before that came out, and you probably didn't even know it was a real instrument. Yeah, that's what I thought. But anyway, this ocarina allows Link to play a series of special magical songs with various magical effects. Young Link can play the Song of Storms that surrounds him in a fucking whirlwind, and then creates a large-scale storm that he can use to make his opponents and even Princess Zelda wet. Oh shit, that did not sound right. Cut that out of the fucking recording! You can also play the Goron's Lullaby to make people sleepy. Why the fuck couldn't I use that on Majora? That would've made my life so much easier if he just would've gone to sleep. I could walk over and snap his freaking neck. Oh, that boss fight would've been so much less frustrating. Annoying boss fights aside, if Young Link needs a bit more maneuverability, he can always summon Epona with Epona's Song, which causes his horse to come running out of God knows fucking where and fucking appear to him in like 2 seconds. Wait a second. Epona? Oh my god, Nintendo, you clever bastard. If you put the E at the end of Epona, it's Pony. Oh. Clever wordplay aside though, I save the best songs for last. Young Link can play the Song of Time to go back in time, or he can play the Song of Double Time to move forward in time. What inspired names, Nintendo? But by far, Young Link's best song is the Song of Inverted Time. This song slows down time to 1/3 of its normal speed. That is, until Young Link decides to play the song again. But more importantly, how the fuck do you invert time? Time is simply a construct of humans to explain the movement of the Earth and Sun. So how the fuck do you invert an idea? Oh my god, I fucking figured it out. You can't fucking invert an idea. Nintendo just want a song that have a cool name. And you know what? I respect that, Nintendo. You get a pass on this one. But other than musical instruments that no one's ever heard of, Young Link has another set of super OP items, being his masks. Yeah, Young Link has a plethora of cool masks with various effects that he can use in battle. For one, he has the Deku mask. No, it does not turn him into a young hero who cries every 5 seconds despite having fucking super strength. Instead, it transforms him into a Deku scrub that allows him to shoot explosive bubble. Fucking explosive bubbles? Really? I just imagine he's on the battlefield and goes, "Beware my bubbles, bitch!" He also has the Goron mask that turns him into a Goron. In this form, Link gains a huge physical stat boost and grants him the ability to do flaming punches like Captain Falcon or curl up into a ball and rush at foes like Sonic. Or if he needs yet another transformation, he has the Zora mask, which turns him into, well, a Zora. This naturally allows him to swim at high speeds and use electric boomerang type attacks. Because obviously electricity and water mix very well together, there's definitely not a problem with doing that. But why transform into things when you can just put on a mask and gain some cool new abilities? With the bunny hood, Link gains a boost in overall speed and the ability to jump further distances. Young Link also has the blast mask, which is a literal bomb he puts on his face that he can detonate to do damage to everyone around him, and also himself. Yeah, this mask is equally badass and fucking stupid. It's the equivalent to having laser vision, but it only works when your eyes are closed. God, that would hurt too, you like burn the shit out of your eyelids. He also has the Giant's mask that allows him to do what else but turn into a fucking giant. This allows him to physically throw down with those giant bosses he always has to fight. Young Link also has the Stone mask that allows him to become damn near undetectable. But by far the best mask in Young Link's arsenal is the Fierce Deity mask. By putting on this mask and shouting out the magic word Shazam! By putting on this mask, Young Link turns into the powerful Fierce Deity. In this form, Young Link trades all of his gear for a singular blade in the shape of a double helix. Because fuck yeah, science! This blade can launch out powerful magic blasts that allow him to bulldoze through opponents like an angry child through a Lego set. Oh my god, are we done with his equipment? Yes! Let's move on to feats, and oh my god, there's a lot to talk about. Well, let's go ahead and hop right in. For one, Young Link is the same Link from Ocarina of Time who can easily carve up bosses like King Dodongo, and he was able to beat Ganondorf while he had the Triforce of Power, as well as destroy his magical barrier around his castle with his light arrows. On top of that, he was able to defeat several bosses in Termina who towered over islands and sealed away the giants. Could lift, you know, the fucking moon back into the sky, that big old rock. He's also the hero Shade in Twilight Princess who goes on to train and keep up well with Twilight Princess Link, who could also beat Ganondorf while he had the Triforce of Power, and also managed to beat Ganondorf while he was possessing Zelda. That's all in his base form. What about while he's wearing that Fierce Deity mask? Well, with that, he gains a massive boost in power. For one, the Fierce Deity mask is said to have power that's greater than, or at least equal to Majora himself, who's capable of creating that moon that when it's dropped on Termina, completely fucking destroys it. And Majora is more than capable of surviving it, as you can see when you fail the game. He survives it and then fucking laughs at you. Keep in mind that all of Termina has a moon, oceans, a huge landmass, several islands, and several stars. It's also often referred to as an alternate world or parallel universe, which is further backed up by the fact that everybody within Termina looks like the ones in Ocarina of Time, yet have no knowledge of who Link is. They act like they've never even seen him before. Now, with all that ridiculous power comes impressive speed. And Link, as I said, is the same one from Ocarina of Time who could fight his shadow self, who could easily parry and counter sword slashes. Young Link is also fast enough to dodge and reflect Beamos beams. He's kept up with Majora, who can dodge damn near point-blank light arrows that, you know, move at the speed of fucking light. And he's done several other impressive things like dodging magical blasts and even lightning. Young Link is also super fucking durable. He's taken hits from giant bosses that are several times the size of islands, and he's also traded blows with Ganondorf while he had the Triforce of Power, and he's also fought and trained against Twilight Princess Link. On top of all this, while he has the Fierce Deity mask, he is just ridiculously durable, able to trade blows damn near evenly with Majora. But by far, Link's best attribute is his intelligence. Young Link has fought and puzzle-solved his way through several dungeons and games. He's capable of identifying weaknesses on enemies even when they seem damn near invincible, and he's managed to beat Ganondorf and fight against another Link. On top of all this, he has 3 entire games worth of experience and has lived through 3 entire lifetimes. All that being said, Link is far from perfect. He has limited arrows, limited magic, and limited bombs, and he lacks any formal hand-to-hand combat skill unless he's in his Goron form. But no matter what though, Young Link is ready to solve some puzzles and kick some ass. Allow me to tell you a story of tragedy and courage. Imagine, if you would, that you're a newly born baby who's just learning about the world and meeting your parents. When all of a sudden your planet's about to be fucking blown to hell! Yeah, so your parents just rush you over to a skate pod and just skadoosh your ass into space. Now that origin story out of the way, I think it's pretty obvious who I'm about to talk about. Is it Superman? What? No, you dumbass! Wait, is it Captain Underpants? No, are you really this fucking dead? It's pretty obvious I'm about to talk about Megamind! No! I am fucking talking about Son Goku, you dense motherfucker! Hey, I was just trying to help, you don't have to be so fucking mean about it. Also, isn't Young Link vs. Goku a bit stompish? It's Kid Goku, not full-grown man Goku. That makes a lot more sense. Well, I guess you can go ahead and do your analysis. Alright then, let's go ahead and start talking about Kid Goku's weapons and abilities. As a Dragon Ball character, Goku, even as a kid, had your standard Dragon Ball abilities, such as the power to create after images that he could use as, well, a distraction. But more importantly are his ki-based abilities. He can use his ki to sense things around the battlefield, kind of like a spider sense. Except this power doesn't come with the side effect of radioactive jizz. Yeah, that was a real thing that Spider-Man had, one time. Yeah, let's go ahead and get back to Kid Goku before I get this video taken down by YouTube. Anyway, if Kid Goku wants to use his ki for more pew-pew type attacks, he always has his signature Hadouken. Wait a second, son of a bitch! He always has his signature Aura Sphere. He can always use his signature Kamehameha, which is a big-ass beam of ki energy he can use to do heavy damage to his opponents from far distances. And unlike the Hadouken, this blast takes forever to charge and isn't easily spammable. Fucking Hadoukens. Why is it every time you talk about a projectile, you always compare it to the Hadouken, and then make a joke about spamming Hadoukens? Well, you see, I don't fucking know, man. It's just an easy jab to make. Anyway, Kid Goku can also use the Solar Flare technique, which causes a huge flash of light that can temporarily blind enemies. Wait a second, the power to shoot ki from his hands, great at hand-to-hand combat, and he can blind enemies with temporarily a flash of light. Man, Goku's starting to sound more and more like Frank West with each one of these powers. Goku also has the Kaya technique, which launches an invisible wave of ki energy at his opponents to knock their asses to the ground. Because why give your opponent a chance to dodge or react or fucking do anything about your attack? If those special ki attacks simply aren't cutting it for you, Kid Goku has his trusty power pole he can use. But this is no ordinary stick. This power pole can extend out to hit things from really far away. And it's obviously to compensate for something. Not to mention, it's a very obvious compensating to him. Not to mention, it's pretty obvious he's compensating for something. I mean, extending stab is super cool and all, but does he really need it? He can shoot ki from his hands. What's the point of this power pole? I mean, he can always shove it up someone's ass. Gross! He is a fucking child. Why the hell would you just look? Oh god, that's fucking terrible. I mean, just... Well, if the stab and those ki blasts simply don't cut it for you, Kid Goku also has a transformation. You know, because he's a fucking Dragon Ball character. If Kid Goku takes a look at the full moon, he'll transform into a super hairy and powerful new form. Holy shit, is he a werewolf? No, he turns into a super powerful grade 8 form, where he quite literally turns into a giant gorilla King Kong style monster. And with this form, he gains a massive boost in power and the ability to shoot big ass mouth lasers. Damn it, make up your fucking mind. Are you gonna be a Godzilla or King Kong parody? Shooting lasers and being a fucking monkey can't be both, alright? I mean, shoving power poles up people's asses, turning into a Godzilla King Kong. Let's just cover feats before, something else weird pops up. Now, Kid Goku is surprisingly strong. Early on, Kid Goku was able to beat Yamcha and easily demolish Pilaf's castle. He's also managed to take down and defeat General Blue and Mercenary Tao, as well as Tien. Most impressively is the fact that Kid Goku fought and killed King Piccolo, who managed to easily beat Tien and kill Shenron with a single attack. You know, that dragon that grants fucking wishes? And on top of that, Kid Goku has shown he's on par, if not stronger than Master Roshi, who with a fully charged Kamehameha was able to blow up the motherfucking moon. Ha, both these kids have amazing scaling based on moon-related shit. Why wasn't that the connection for the episode? Kid Goku is ridiculously fast. He was fast enough to keep up with Master Roshi, who could catch machine gun bullets out of midair. On top of that, he's dodged a lightning bolt, reacted to and dodged King Piccolo's blast, and during his fight with Krillin, they moved so fast they seemed invisible to the audience. But his most impressive feat of speed was that time that he reacted to Tien's solar flare and grabbed sunglasses before the flash. Yeah, just casually reacting to a flash of light as people normally do. He's tough enough to survive being punched through stone pillars. He can casually fall long distances without injury, and most impressively is the time he evenly traded blows with Yamcha, Krillin, Tien, Master Roshi, and even King Piccolo. And hell, thanks to being a Dragon Ball character, his physicality should scale to his ki, which as I mentioned earlier allows him to keep up with Master Roshi, who could blow up the motherfucking moon. So this Kid Goku is a master martial artist. He's managed to beat King Piccolo and Master Roshi, who have hundreds of years of experience. Not that skill does come with the fact that Kid Goku is a fucking dumbass in almost every other regard. But I believe the best way to explain this dumbassery is with this scene. See, while Bulma is sleeping, Goku wakes up. He then sees there's room in between her legs on her bed, so he goes over, lays his head down on her crotch, and then goes to bed. He then freaks out when he doesn't feel anything on her crotch, takes off her underwear, and screams, "Bulma, your balls are missing!" Dumbassery aside though, Kid Goku isn't perfect. He can only transform into his grade 8 form when there's a full moon, and if someone cuts off his tail, he will immediately revert back to normal. On top of this, as I said, he's a moron in every way except for combat. No matter what though, Kid Goku is ready to fight for fun and glory.
Strange, it feels like there's nothing there. What? It's your balls, Bulma! They're gone!
What? You're kidding me! How?
I don't know!
No! Phew. Thank goodness. They're all here, Goku. You must have been dreaming. Man, you really had me scared.
Alright, our combatants are set, but only one young legendary hero can come out on top in a fight to the death. Wait a moment. I do need to say some shit before we get into the actual animation. There were one or two minor editing problems with the animation that I didn't notice until after finishing, and the only way I could have fixed them is to completely start over on the editing. They do not affect anything major, and they will just kind of look a little bit wonky during the animation, but altogether you really won't notice them. So with that being said, I really hope you enjoy this animation, and I had a lot of fun making it. So, where was I? Oh yeah, let's settle this!
Can't escape from crossing fate. Fight!
Our winner is Young Link. Now wait, put the fucking pitchforks and torches down and let me explain. Now, I do need to say, like I said in the last episode, I did completely redo all of my research for both Young Link and Kid Goku. This turns out my Kid Goku research was perfectly fine. I was actually wrong about Young Link last time. Yeah, it turns out he's way fucking stronger than I gave him any credit for. So before you start your crusade to kill me in the comments below, allow me to explain why Young Link wins. When it came to strength and durability, Kid Goku was quite impressive. I mean, he was able to keep up with and beat Tien. He managed to beat and kill King Piccolo, who managed to kill Shenron in a single blast. But by far, Kid Goku's most impressive feat came from his fight with Master Roshi, where he traded blows damn near evenly with him. Keep in mind, Master Roshi, with his strongest Kamehameha, was able to completely fucking obliterate the moon. You know, that big-ass rock in the sky? He blew it up, gone, zilch, nothing's left. So at his absolute best, Kid Goku is hitting moon level in terms of strength and durability. but young Link is an absolute monster. Now, for this, I'm going to be talking about young Link twice. In his base form, meaning anything that isn't his Fierce Deity mask, and then him with his Fierce Deity mask. So in his base form, young Link is ungodly strong. For example, he's the same Link from Ocarina of Time who managed to defeat Ganondorf while he had the Triforce of Power. On top of this, in Majora's Mask, he defeated several bosses that towered over islands who could seal away the giants who could lift up the fucking moon. On top of that, young Link also is the hero Shade, who trained and traded blows with the Twilight Princess Link, who can beat Ganondorf while he had the Triforce of Power, and most impressively beat Ganondorf while he was possessing Zelda, meaning that while he matched Ganondorf in that form, he had 2 pieces of the fucking Triforce. So young Link in his base is anywhere from star to multi-star level, which is already more than enough to kill Kid Goku, but it only gets worse from there when we start to talk about young Link's Fierce Deity form. See, it's stated the Fierce Deity mask has a power that's equal to, if not greater than, Majora himself, and Majora created the world of Termina. As you can see in the game, Termina has its own moon, islands, land masses, oceans, and several stars in the sky. On top of this, Majora can survive the moon crashing down, which destroys all of it. Literally everything's gone, nothing but black if you fail. This would easily put Majora, and then in turn Fierce Deity Link, at solar system level at least. And if all of that wasn't enough, there's a statement calling Termina the parallel universe, which would help to further explain why all the people don't remember who Link is, despite being the same person from Ocarina of Time. So Fierce Deity Link could possibly even hit universal levels of power. So Kid Goku may be strong enough to destroy the fucking moon, but young Link in his base is beating star-level characters like Ganondorf, and he can scale the Twilight Princess Link, who managed to beat Zelda while she was possessed by Ganondorf, meaning she had 2 pieces of the Triforce, which would give young Link multi-star level scaling for his strength and durability, and that's only in his base form. As I just said, putting on the Fierce Deity mask makes him hit solar system to maybe even universal in strength and durability, which is something Kid Goku could never hope to match. Until, you know, Dragon Ball Super, but that's not Kid Goku anymore. Even though Kid Goku had his grade 8 form that gives him 10 times the power, that's not gonna do much. Think about it, that's 10 times the force needed to destroy the fucking moon, which is super impressive, but all that's nowhere near enough to even scratch young Link in his Fierce Deity form. And to make matters worse, to reach this godly strength, young Link just needs to put on a mask. But for Kid Goku to transform, he needs to look at a full moon, and in a random encounter like this, it's not likely to happen. But maybe Goku could keep up in speed, right? Well, Kid Goku is capable of dodging lightning and moving faster than the trained eye can see, plus he's dodged King Piccolo's Ki Blast and reacted to a solar flare. So this should put Kid Goku at relativistic speeds. Young Link, on the other hand, can dodge lightning and lasers from Beamos as well as reflect them, but most impressively is the fact that he can keep up with Ganondorf, who can dodge near point-blank arrows of light, as well as Majora, who can dodge near point-blank arrows of light. You know, those things that move at fucking light speed. So this puts young Link anywhere from relativistic to light speed. So yeah, Link and Kid Goku are about even in speed, with young Link potentially being faster. But being close to even in speed really doesn't matter when you look at the insane gap in strength and durability between the two. But to add several more nails into poor Kid Goku's coffin is the fact that young Link has several special abilities and items that would completely invalidate anything Kid Goku could do, such as his mirror shield that could easily reflect Kid Goku's Kamehameha right back at him. This item would also force Kid Goku to fight purely with melee attacks, which is not good when you're fighting someone like Link. On top of that, young Link can use his Stone Mask to escape from Kid Goku at nearly any point, or if Kid Goku somehow managed to land a powerful attack that could actually wound young Link, he could always use his Ocarina to rewind time to the beginning of the fight. And he can also use his Ocarina to slow down time to 1/3 its normal speed, to make it so Kid Goku wouldn't be able to keep up or react to anything young Link would do to him. When your opponent's a shit ton stronger than you to the point of one-shotting you, and they have the ability to slow down and rewind time, as well as turn into a freaking god, you really don't stand a chance. Honestly, Kid Goku was far beyond all concepts of fucked in this fight. Looks like young Link terminated Kid Goku. I'm sorry, that one was really fucking bad. Our winner is young Link. Oh man, I can already see the pitchforks coming. I need to hide, guys, so I'll show you the next time trailer in a second. Next time on Combo Breaker!
Biting my nails and emergency exits tell me where is tomorrow. The day has come. Still it's not hard in the slightest. You walking if I sleep and you're tripping like this. I'm not more to criticize it, even if I can.
Alright, first off, let me say a big shout out to the Sora Spider for actually making this trailer. You did a great job. And as you probably just saw, my next matchup is Scott Pilgrim versus Deku. Which guy in green who can kick your ass will come out on top in a fight to the death? Go ahead and leave your predictions in the comments below and have a great day, guys.